Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Moletrap here, and I am coming at you here with Game 4 of Light vs. Jaedong, the MSL, Bigfile MSL Semifinals. I cannot believe it is in this place right now. Light is ahead 2-1. He is on the verge. He is one game away from beating Jaedong at his own game, StarCraft, and advancing to the finals to play the aforementioned fellow who I mentioned in another game. He was in the finals, but just in case you haven't watched that yet, I won't spoil it, I guess, for the moment, although everyone probably knows by now. Anyway, absolutely ridiculous. You can see Jaedong using the stop trick with his Overlord to move his larva over to the left side, so they're just that much closer to his minerals, so he can mine that much faster, just a tiny little bit faster. Light may, in fact, do the same thing with his depot. We'll see, though, but he's probably gonna, it looks like he's gonna send out an SDV and put his depot out towards his choke point instead, or maybe just on the ramp, to use it defensively instead. Very, very prudent thing to do here. Jaedong is down a game, and this is just absolute. I'm still just astounded that Jaedong is down a game. Are we going to see a reversal here, where usually Jaedong loses the first game and then wins the next three? Are we going to see Light lose the first game and then win the next three instead? Jaedong's sending out a drone scout. He just really needs to make sure that Light is not up to any shenanigans. He is just so close to defeat here. He needs to be careful of any random little thing that could screw him over. This is triathlon, by the way, so it looks like we might see a 14cc or a quick command center from Light, probably up his ramp, or in the sort of back area there. Yeah, we see something moving up there right now. He is going to do that, and so it's a pretty safe thing to do, because then you can plant down your command center and you could still defend a ramp. You can still have a ramp to defend. So unless Jaedong was going for some kind of an overpool build, he'd be perfectly safe. Even if he was going for overpool, well, it'd be hard to defend overpool actually with fast CC. Jaedong, however, is scouted around. He's just trying to see what's going on, see what's happening. He is going to scout this barracks. Is that a complete seal? I guess it is. Yes, nice little door there. I'm not sure if the Marines are going to pop out on the inside or the outside, though. And look at this. So Jaedong spots the barracks just down, knows that Light has done a fast command center, and plants down a third hatchery before his pool. Very nicely done. So Jaedong is not going to get behind economically by that maneuver by Light. He's actually might even get ahead a little bit economically, depending on how things go. And look at this. He's assaulting the well, I don't know if assault is the right word, but using the drone to attack the depot might as well. I think he might be better off running it home and just trying to get some more mining out of it. Oh, but he's going to try and pick off. He's got a moment where he can attack that SCV. The SCV comes out on the outside, and oh, he's going to run out to scout. Doesn't really matter, though. Anyway, Light has his second base up already. So does Jaedong, of course. Jaedong's third base is almost complete. The pool is almost complete as well. So we are going to just see, it's just basically just going to go straight to the, well, not to the mid-game necessarily because of the tech, but anyway, so Light lands and he's going for a factory again. He's just got a single Marine that he's running around now in his main base. Maybe he's going to go after the Arbiter, try and call off the Arbiter with his one Marine, although he really needs to, never mind, I was going to say he needs to keep his Marine towards the front door just in case of Zerglings, but he's got a scout inside Jaedong's base. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows exactly how many, or in this case, how few Zerglings are being made. Those are the first couple Zerglings coming out now, and they are chasing the SCV, so he isn't in danger of any kind of, say, massive Zergling attack that destroys his front door before he can repair it. Nothing like that. Anyway, so he's safe just killing off that Arbiter. Anyway, so Jaedong's got his lair going, and there's the second factory. So basically, Light is kind of doing the same thing he's been doing. Well, not really every game, but almost every game he's been doing this two-factory thing, and this time he's kind of safe doing it. He's a lot safer, a lot better off doing it because of the fact that, well, he scouted and saw what Jaedong did. But It doesn't really matter, Jaedong, because Jaedong was reacting to light anyway. And oh, loses his SCV, stops attacking with his SCV pretty quick there. Jaedong probably suspects, I think, this factory build. And that's why we see him putting down a sunken colony at the front of his base, just in case, you know, Light has something up his sleeve. But also, you know, if there's a vulture, then he's gotta have something to deal with that quick vulture attack. And he's gonna move his overlord in, suicide the overlord, just to scout out what's going on in Light's base. And this is really crucial for him to know about this. 4 factories are going up, so Light is really gonna go for some massive units, just a lot of units being pumped out here. Excuse me. He's going to be able to pump out a lot of units very, very quickly, and put a lot of pressure on Jaedong. So Jaedong is actually planting down a 4th base in the sort of top left position, and then he's probably going to start pumping out units as well. He's been droning up a lot. He's only had a few Zerglings. He's only made a few Zerglings, and both players are pretty much content, it seems like, to just chill and build up their econ and wait for the other one to make a move first. Of course, when that is the case, you want to try and do little things to try and get an advantage from just little attacks, little things that don't cost very much, like a vulture, for instance. Oh, did he cancel? He canceled the 4th factory after the overlord died, and that's very interesting that he did that. Maybe he's hoping that Jaedong will overcommit on units or something like that. A little bit strange. I honestly don't know exactly what the purpose of that is. But anyway, Light is now, he's preparing for Mutalisks or anything like that. He knows that the lair was going up. He may have spotted, I don't think he spotted the Spire. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure he didn't spot the Spire before his SCV died. But he can pretty much expect Mutalisks. He's kind of fighting in the dark, actually. He should do some recon rather, pretty soon here to find out what's going on. Okay, although now that vulture kind of sees what's going on. Well, I guess that vulture was in front of the base, and if he was massing hydras or something like that, he would have known about it, and that may have been why he canceled that 4th factory as well, is because he was concerned. He may have been concerned about mass hydras or something like that, and knew he didn't, have to deal with it anymore. Anyway, the starport going up as well. So I wonder what the starport's going to be for. We could see maybe a vulture drop. We could see perhaps, well, science vessels, I guess, would be the logical conclusion, the logical route. Anyway, so Jaedong now with a 4th base. So Light has got to do something here pretty quick. He's gonna have to, but he's stuck in his base right now. Look at these massive amounts of Mutalisks coming out there. I'm pretty sure that was more than a control group of Mutalisks. I can't be certain, but there is a lot of Mutalisks there. Actually, it may have just been one control group. I may have seen it incorrectly, but that is a ton of mutas. They seem to be only being controlled as one group. Okay, so there were some extras just chilling around nearby, but that was a lot of Mutalisks pumping out because he had the 4 hatcheries basically, so he could pump out all 11 Mutalisks all at once, plus some extras. Lots of Goliaths in play though for Light, so he is going to be in just a fine position. It looks like what he's going to do is move out and take that 3rd base below his ramp, and it's going to be relatively safe for him to do that, relatively easy for him to do that. So I'm not surprised that he's going to go for that 3rd base, and then we'll probably see him make a push off those 3 bases, because those 3 bases are easy to take, and after that it's going to get really difficult to take bases. Although, you know, I keep thinking that, and Jaedong doing some brilliant little harassment here, picking off several Goliaths that are on their own, away from turrets, and away from the rest of the Goliaths. Now that has got to be 2 control groups, and here come some vultures coming in, trying to attack some drones. And in the meantime, massive amount of Mutalisks coming into the 2nd base of Light. The vultures are killing off drones. The Mutalisks are killing off SCVs. The SCVs have to run, and there's a bottleneck there, so the Goliaths can't really get too near to those Mutalisks very easily. The vultures somehow managing to kill some drones despite them not being controlled up on the ridge there. And look at this, falling back to the turret. There's a ton of Mutalisks here. Could we see Light get broken right now? He may break Light's defenses with just these Mutalisks and be able to kill off tons of SCVs before Light can recover. He's got those 3 factories. I'll bet he wishes he had 4 right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's making a Valkyrie at the moment to try and deal with these mass mutas, because he is in desperate situation. just losing tons of units. He just got most of his army wiped out there, and the Mulisks are he's mounting even more Mulisks up now. But wow, that was a close one. He's just massing Goliaths at this point. So that means that we could have a switch of some kind. If Jaedong were to switch to Hydras, that could be epic, because Light is trying to move out to take that third base. But he's lost so many SCVs, it's ridiculous. And oh my goodness, Queens! Oh, he's gonna infect! Oh, he's gonna bomb the command center! He's gonna bomb the command center! Yes! Do it! Do it! Go for the command center! Two groups of Mulisks attacking the command center. The Queen's gonna come in once it's below half health, below third health, and there it goes! The Queen infects the command center! Ah! Oh no! My video glitched right when it was getting infected, but oh, that is awesome. I never know. I've always wondered why players don't do that. And here he comes. He's gonna do it again. Repair with all the SCVs. He needs to repair it before it gets below a certain level. And the Queen, I think the Queen went inside it. No, he was able to repair it just enough. He's trying to. There, the Queen went in. He nukes the command center. Infects the command center, and Light is not amused. Light is not amused. Oh man, the Valkyrie comes out just a little bit too late. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my gosh, is he gonna? Oh man, that is just insane. And now Light can, and now Jaedong can kind of have a floating building to scout things out near that top base, like Light was doing with his engineering bay floating around there. Oh my gosh, I have always wondered why players don't do that. I think this is the first time I've seen that in a pro game, using that for that, because they always go in with like a ton of Zerglings and attack the command center, and it goes down to red health, and then they just lift it, and it's fine. And here he comes in with a bunch of Mulisk. Oh, and ensnare! He ensnares the entire group of Goliaths. Epic ensnare by Jaedong. He's gonna wipe out all these Goliaths. Light is gonna have to fall back to just his main base. I don't know if he has enough in his main base to defend. He's got a few turrets, but there are so many Mulisks there. It's ridiculous. He's got the Queen hanging around as well. He's got some Scourge and more Mulisks in the back, waiting to reinforce. And Light, GG's! Light spares himself the humiliation of having his main command center captured by a Queen, and GG's leaving the game. And oh snap, wow, that was not just a defeat. That was not just a defeat, that was a complete trouncing by Jaedong. Jaedong saying, you know what, you think you're hot stuff, you're up 2-1. Well, witness the power of the Zerg. Witness the true power of what happens when you let me have 4 bases and only make 4 Zerglings and don't attack at all and don't do anything to me and let me just get my econ going, and then you just have to face the consequences there. That's what you get for turtling Light. Although I guess he didn't really have too much choice but the turtle. Once Jaedong did make those first Mulisks, he kind of was forced into a defensive posture. But man, Jaedong just got all of his econ going and just said, you know what, screw it. I'm not even going to bother with a long game. I'm just going to mass mutas right now, and I'm just going to out-muta you. I don't care if Goliaths are good against mutas. I'm just going to make way too many, and I'm going to own you with Queens in your face. Hardcore. Wow. Let's go into Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you there.